You are listening to the East Texas Banner right here at easttexasbanner.com. Sitting here with Coach Foreman this morning. West Orange start didn't seem like it was any kind of an issue for the Bulldogs.
No, baseball team ended on a good note. With a 2-0 little streak there to end the season. 18-0 no hit game in Orange, and then in Jasper. We won 11-1, 10-run rule through 5 or 6. So, always want to end on a good note. And, glad those guys have something to look forward to going in the all season. A lot of those guys will return. You have a lot of returners on that team, so the future's bright, in the baseball program.
Let's talk regional track. You got boys and girls.
So you got we have one young man that's going to be throwing the shot put this Saturday at 11 o'clock in Bullard. That's where the regional meet is. And that's Cam Elam. Cam's he's got a chance. He's going to have to pop one about 50, 51, but he's got a chance. I know Coach Barbay said at practice he's been throwing them, pretty consistently over 48. So with the weather like it is, you just never know. Weather. Hey, I used to work with a guy that said weather's a great equalizer. So especially in them throws,
Sure.
Sometimes you see people that they foul, especially with the discus and the shot.
Yeah.
But and then on the girls' side, you got Hadnot, defending state champion in the high jump. Yeah. She also runs on a relay, and then you got La Brea Wally. La Brea's she's in an open event. She's in a relay. An open running event, and then she's in a relay, and then she's in the long and the triple. So she'll compete both days.
Okay.
Which is she got to be prepared for that. But 4 or 5 events over the weekend, that's a big deal. And then the other relay members, Tamaji Fountain, Mackenzie Williams, Asia LeBlanc, and then Asia also runs the 300 hurdles. And as a freshman, if you can just get to day 2 as a freshman, that's a big accomplishment. Getting where she's at is a big accomplishment in those 300 hurdles. But she runs strong, and she's really a bright spot in that little freshman group.
No doubt. We're actually closing out the 2025-2026 season, moving over towards summer. Not all the way there yet. But what's kind of the game plan for the summertime, off-season workouts and stuff like that?
So we got 17 school days left, so we got to get as much work done as we can in the next 17 days. Ironically, this is day 17 for me, so I'm going to get 34 days with them. And I'm the only person in the world that doesn't want school to end. I want to keep going,
Sure.
But school's out. Graduation is May 22nd right out here at our stadium. And but we'll take the week off, the kids will, and then we'll kind of prep this area here. Weight room will be done during that week. It's supposed to be done on May 27th or May 28th.
Yeah.
But on June 1, we'll start our summer strength conditioning program. And what that'll entail is this. Incoming 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, okay? So I believe that's class of 2031, 32, 33. I think I'm right on that. They'll have a morning session, girls and boys. They'll work out in the mornings. Breakfast will be available, I believe, at 7:15.
Okay.
And then they work out from 8 to 10 in the morning. And then incoming 9th through 12th graders, so class of 2027, 28, 29, and 30, girls and boys, they'll work out from 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock, and then lunch will be served after that. And then around 1 o'clock, they'll have the ability to do sports specific. So you got volleyball, you got boys and girls basketball, you got football, whatever else that they're able to do sports specific for that 1 hour. It'll be in the afternoon. So this place will be open, for now. Most weeks will be 4-day weeks, but those first 2 weeks in June will be 5-day weeks. So the 1st through the 5th, I guess, is our first 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1st through the 5th. And then again on the 8th through the 13th will be a 5-day weeks. And then pretty much for the rest of the remainder of the summer, it'll be 4-day weeks, with the exception of we have a 9-10-day block of days that we're off there during July 4th.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So eight weeks, an opportunity to work out for 8 weeks in the summertime, 4 or 5 in June, and then 3 or 4 in July. And if you show up every day, you're going to get a whole lot better than the people that don't show up every day.
That's no doubt. So if there's a parent out there and they're listening and they have some kids and they want to get them involved with some of that, how does that process work?
So this will be posted next week on our website.
Okay.
But It'll be in the front office. Paperwork will be in the front office at the high school, front office and junior high, and we're going to start sending out via Sports U, email, and hard copy we give to the student athletes starting next week.
Okay. So they just need to kind of sign up for it?
Yeah, there's just a little signature page you need to sign there, turn it back into either the junior high school, or myself, one of the coaches, and then that way we have an idea of what to expect on the numbers, because you just.
Yeah, no doubt, because I mean it's kind of a managing thing then.
Yeah.
Managing how many people's going to be there and different workouts and stuff like that. But speaking of workouts, just right next door to us, you guys got a weight room that's coming together pretty strong right now. I think they're finishing up some of the weatherproofing and stuff like that on the top. But what's that looking like?
It looks good, and about 4 weeks, a little less than 4 weeks out from it, or about 4 weeks out from being completed completely. Now I think the flooring gets done in the middle of May, and that's that's a really big deal. The top and the bottom are pretty big deals, and then I'm not sure when the weights actually get here.
Okay.
I know they're supposed to be delivered sometime in May, so I am very hopeful that weather holds up, that June 1 we're in there and we're ready to go. There may be some fine tuning that needs to be done in the summertime, but the meat and potatoes is going to be done, the month of May. Those guys have been working, tirelessly, and they've done a good job of, meeting the expectation of the time frame, going in the summertime.
Now, where they have been working out, is this going to give you more space?
Oh yeah, we work out in
comparison.
We work on a little area that we've kind of created right there in the back of the field house. We call it the cage. Because it's fenced in. I mean, it's a small area, and it was a storage area, for a while.
Okay.
And I just moved some stuff around to where we could create space to where the kids didn't have to, go up the hill to the school building, and the back and forth probably took about 5, 6, 7 minutes. It just kills time, so we moved the weights down here. Even though it's a small area, you can get everything done, walk out the back door, lift, run, do our agility stuff until the big weight room is finished. But yeah, that weight room is going to be the biggest weight room I've ever worked out in since I've been a head coach.
Nice.
And so I don't know what the capacity will be. But I think that'll be determined on how many racks are in there, because I haven't even seen the final plans on what it looks like. So I'm excited, and I know the kids in community, they should be really excited, because this is going to be an awesome facility.
No doubt. Any final word to the community?
Oh, just continue to reach out and ask questions. A lot of people, when I drive around town and people see me, they ask as many questions as possible, because really that's the best way to know, is just people got a lot of questions. Hey, Coach, what about this? What about that? What do you see happening here? Right. And I try to answer truthfully as much as I do know. Some things I don't know the answer, but I'll find out and I'll get back with you. But just continue to support these young people all the way through, from kindergarten all the way up, because we're all dogs. And I appreciate, again, making myself and my family feel welcome, and we're just excited about this upcoming school year and this athletic calendar.
Thanks for sitting down.
Yes, sir. Jay's up. Go Dogs.